lads, Sam here, with a most requested video for how to PvP in Dark Souls 3. I've been requested too many times to do a video about spacing. I briefly covered spacing at the beginning of the series, and I have treated it as though it's something you just learn with experience, but that's not really indicative of this series, and upon further review, I really can give some tips to help people improve their spacing. Spacing is a real basic when it comes to the PvP, and it is completely essential to how you engage with other players. To maximize on your spacing, you're going to need to use your knowledge of weapon timings, reach, and the recovery of those for both your weapon and whatever weapons your opponents are using. I'm going to include several clips here with different opponents that I'm fighting with different latencies. So there's some punishes I should get, but I miss, like the current clip I'm fighting somebody in China. Then I have later clips where I'm fighting my friend Ungone, who's in Europe. One of the most neglected things about spacing is taking into a factor the spacing at your sides. So if you're attacking with a weapon that attacks mostly straight forward, then you're more vulnerable at your sides. So if you're poking with a spear, somebody might be able to just run around you. You can do a soft swap or a hard swap to try and trip up your opponent. In this clip, I did a soft swap from my Saint Bident to the Warpick to improve the situation I was in with this player running for my back. Excellent spacing is what allows you to punish people really harshly. Say you can run around somebody and get a backstab on them if their side spacing is weak or if they constantly do running attacks. The main focus of your spacing should be studying your opponent. How many times do they like to swing? Do they whiff a swing? If so, punish it. I see a lot of people roll twice against straight sword users when they only swing once. If you don't roll that second time, you have more time to adapt and punish or strike back. And if they do swing a second time and you're properly spaced and you don't roll, you can punish their whiff and hit them. You also need to look for things like, does your opponent's attack have hyper armor? Will they outpoise you if you hit them with your current attack? How predictable are they? Are they just doing running attacks? Are they doing rolling attacks? You want to actually pay attention in the fight, not just what's immediately happening with you. You want to take your past knowledge and make predictions. All right, we're going to do a quick rewind here and look at this fight I'm having here with Ungone. He is two-handing a claymore. Even an R1 will stun me. I'm one-handing both of my weapons. Unless I switch to something like the Warpick or a claymore myself, I'm not going to be able to stun him at all, let alone outpoise him. What I need to do is find an opening to punish with like a backstab or attack him when his hyper armor frames end. The claymore is special because on a two-handed charged R2, even just somewhat charged, it gets lingering poise after the attack. So you have to attack quite a bit after they do that thrust forward. That goes for any of the thrusting R2 greatswords. I see him starting the R2, and I maintain my distance. I keep just far enough away that I can punish him right after his hyper armor frames end, but before he can swing another time and get more hyper armor frames. Something that will improve your spacing is incorporating that unlocked play. I was unlocked and away from him, and right as I went to attack him, I relocked on in order to attack with my S-stock and get a better poke attack with that. But because I was unlocked, I was able to control my character and my movement better than if I was locked on. It's detrimental to your spacing to always be locked on. Spacing ties in with everything. Ties in with knowledge, ties in with reads, ties in with punishes. It's essential to your game. All these things I'm talking about are key to you getting better at the PvP and improving your game overall. Utilize your spacing and choose the right tactic to attack your player. Somebody that's always running attacking, use your spacing, run around behind them, and backstab them. Somebody who's swinging after they miss you, use your spacing and punish their whiff. that's gonna about do it for this episode today, guys. I think the next one I'm gonna do is gonna be in my It's a Long Way to Get Good series. I'm gonna focus on how you should be a sorcerer, mostly when fighting ganks or fighting in a gank. I see a lot of people who do not understand well how to invade as a sorcerer or how to gank as one. And I think it'd be good if I made a video about that since it's a little bit niche. Uh, Go ahead and give me a like and subscribe if you want to see more of this. I'm finding that more people are saying these videos are useful than I would have expected, and that's great because I'm doing the series to actually try and help people get better at this game, and maybe it ties in with other games too, I've been told. Uh, Keep playing Dark Souls 3. Have a good one, guys.